Grab the popcorn and get ready to obsess. From suspenseful thrillers to expansive fantasies, these 10 incredible new 2023 shows promise to glue you to the edge of your seat and take your breath away. The Kidnapping Day. This emotional thriller follows poor single father Kim Myong-jun, who desperately agrees to kidnap 11-year-old Choi Ro-hee, the daughter of a rich family, in order to pay for his own daughter's urgent surgery. For the kidnapping, Kim Myong-jun drives near Choi Ro-hee's home, but accidentally hits her with his car. Now suffering from amnesia due to the accident, Choi Ro-hee has no memory of her identity. As guilt-ridden Kim cares for the injured girl, they form an unlikely bond even as police search for the missing child. Can a devastated father go through with the abduction that may save his child's life? Or will love change his plans?
유괴를 당한 아이가 참 외로워 보인다. 내가 겁나지 않아?
다시는 나 혼자 두고 어디 가지 마.
The Freelancer.
To go on a honeymoon.
लेकिन एक सरप्राइज है मेरी तरफ से भी।
ऐसे धोखा दे के ले आया तुम मुझे।
इसीलिए लड़ना होगा। पूरी दुनिया को दारुल इस्लाम बनाना है।
हो क्या गया बोल?
Based on the best-selling book A Ticket to Syria, this show follows Avinash Kamath, an ex-cop turned mercenary known as the Freelancer, who takes on a dangerous mission to rescue Alia, a young woman trapped in war-torn Syria against the backdrop of growing ISIS terrorism. When Alia's new husband lures her to Syria under false pretenses, her distraught father hires Avinash for this ultimate search and rescue operation. Avinash plunges into the chaotic and perilous terrain of militant-occupied Syria to find Alia before she is forced into joining ISIS. With gritty action sequences and a gripping storyline inspired by real events, The Freelancer SOS brings a heroic new Indian protagonist to television screens.
Why is the freelancer reaching out to us now?
ये मुझे भी मार डालेंगे कभी।
ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा, I promise.
One Piece.
So what do you say? Are you with me? Mutiny.
Following the adventures of Monkey D. Luffy and his misfit pirate crew. After eating a devil fruit that grants Luffy the power to make his body like rubber, it gives him enormous strength and agility. When Luffy finally comes of age, he sets sail from Fuchsia Village in East Blue and sets upon his grand adventure to become the next pirate king. This seafaring fantasy epic has been a staple in Japan for over 2 decades. Fans have been waiting a long time to see these iconic characters brought to life, and it looks like the wait is finally over.
What's so special about you?
I'm Monkey D. Luffy.
The Gold.
Gold like that, you can't control it. And if you can't handle it, then it will find its way to someone who can.
Inspired by the true story behind the record-breaking 1983 Brinks-Mat gold bullion robbery, when a group of criminals pull off an audacious heist stealing millions of pounds worth of gold bars, it sparks a dizzying sequence of events with far-reaching consequences. As ruthless gangsters and dodgy handlers become rich beyond their wildest dreams, the rule of law collapses into an all-out scramble for power.
We can't stop until it's done. Well, if he won't stop, and we won't stop, then it's a race.
Arcadia.
Het is onze taak om samen onze veiligheid in stand te houden.
Zelfs als de regels worden overtreden door familieleden.
Set in a near-future society where every citizen is assigned a rating that determines their quality of life, the series centers on a family whose high citizen score allows them to thrive. Everything changes when it's revealed that the family's father has falsely kept the scores of 2 of his daughters artificially high in order to protect them. As the truth unravels, the family plunges into a harrowing fight for survival in a world where your number defines your place in society. Arcadia provides a chilling look at a future where privacy is non-existent, ethics are dictated by algorithms, and rebelling against the system comes at a dangerous cost. With thought-provoking themes about technology's control over our lives. The Winter King.
Darkness is coming. The Saxons will take the Isle.
Halfway through our list, the medieval fantasy series The Winter King, based on the best-selling novels by Bernard Cornwell, This epic historical drama retells the legend of King Arthur through the eyes of a young warrior named Durfal. With sprawling battles, palace intrigue, and myths brought to life, The Winter King aims to be a grittier, more realistic take on the Camelot saga. This sweeping medieval adventure invites viewers to experience a fresh and thrilling perspective on a timeless story.
We're all lost.
It's easy to divide a country. The hard task is putting it back together.
The Wheel of Time.
Defeat the Dark One. We set him free.
No one should have that much power.
After an exciting debut last year, this fantasy phenomenon based on Robert Jordan's beloved book series returns to continue the adventures of powerful magician Moirin and her 5 young villagers. As their pursuit of the prophesied dragon reborn intensifies across new lands, riveting drama and spectacular magical duels await. With its rich world building, stellar visuals, and massive built-in fanbase, The Wheel of Time is set to again draw viewers into its mystical landscape.
I'm tired of being a spoke in the wheel.
Ahsoka.
War is inevitable. One must destroy in order to create.
Featuring the return of fan-favorite character Ahsoka Tano, this show follows the former Jedi's adventures as she searches for the evil Grand Admiral Thrawn in the galaxy's dangerous underworld following the events of Return of the Jedi, with Rosario Dawson reprising her acclaimed portrayal of Ahsoka, plus the promise of lightsaber action and connections to broader Star Wars lore. This series has all the makings of an outer space thrill ride.
We have a lot of work to do. Once a rebel, always a rebel.
Wilderness.
This perfect happy couple. That was my mistake.
The series follows married British couple Liv and Will, who seem to have an idyllic new life in New York. But when Liv learns of Will's affair, heartbreak turns into rage. Seeking revenge, Liv agrees to Will's suggestion of a trip through America's national parks to mend their relationship. But deep in the isolated wilderness, Liv's plan to punish her husband's betrayal takes a twisted turn as their dream vacation morphs into a harrowing fight for survival. With shocking betrayals and stark plot twists set against the harsh backdrop of the outdoors, this slick thriller promises to keep audiences gripped. The Changeling.
If you crossed into a fairy tale, there are portals in this world that we may never know we've trespassed through.
This limited series follows Apollo Kagwa, a father plagued by strange dreams ever since his own father's disappearance. When Apollo and his wife Emma have a baby, her troubling behavior leads him to fear she may be suffering from postpartum psychosis. But when Emma commits a horrific act and vanishes, Apollo realizes she is not what she seemed. Desperate to find the woman he thought he knew, Apollo is drawn into a fantastical odyssey taking him from a mythical island to a graveyard full of secrets, to a forest inhabited by immigrant legends, and finally back to a past he thought lost. With its exploration of identity and reality warped by grief and tradition, this limited series is sure to haunt and mesmerize viewers.
Witches.